Welcome to the Flex McKenzie channel. Yeah, it's your boy Flex McKenzie. Woo! And finally, after months of telling you guys that
let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
I will be converting my 8550 printer into a sublimation printer. Woo! It's been months since I've been promising you guys, and I had this bad boy here for months. So now finally I will commit to sublimation printing, and I'm gonna set it up today, the whole thing, and I want you guys to stick around to watch me do it. And the ink that I'm gonna be using is from Cosmo ink. Cosmo ink, we all heard of Cosmo, maybe you guys didn't, maybe not, but Cosmo ink supposed to be a really good sublimation ink. I use their DTF inks and it's fantastic. So that is the reason why I will be using their sublimation ink today. They also carry sublimation papers, but I didn't get it. But I will be using their sublimation paper later on, because they also have shirts. I have a whole bunch of shirts that I got from them, but I'm gonna be testing stuff on one or two of them. But yes, so if you're interested in seeing what Cosmo ink is all about, if you do sublimation or DTF, hit up Cosmo ink. The link is down below. I'm telling you, the ink for the DTF is beautiful. So finally, all that time in the video I told you guys I was gonna do the sublimation conversion. I'm finally gonna do it in today's video. But before we hop into the video, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, share this video, drop your boy a comment, stop playing around, drop me a comment, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. The link will be here. Go hit up your boy and hit up my website www.comfortstahls.com. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the video, but remember, this is my first time setting this printer up. I never done sublimation before, so all the process to me is also gonna be new. But if you're a beginner, it's good to watch a beginner to see all the mistake that I'm gonna make and correct. All right, so now let's roll into that video. Okay, so this is one of the kit that I got from, this is the sublimation kit that I got from Cosmo ink, right? And they have 4 of the color in here, and you know, all 4 of those color. But I also have the gray ink that you're gonna need and the photo black ink. I have them here, so we will be setting them up in a few minutes. And remember, these are universal, I guess that's what we call it. Anyway, it will fit almost all EcoTank printer. It's set up like that, so don't worry about it if you see like a different number here and a different number on your printer. You know, it will fit it. It's designed to fit it. Trust me. So we're gonna get going and we're gonna start this process. The first thing I'm gonna do with the printer is I'm gonna try to I guess connect it to the Wi-Fi, fill it up with the ink, bingo bango, print to print, press to press. All right, so I'll catch you in a minute. These are the Cosmo ink, and one thing I like about the package, look, it's all sealed up inside the package. So let's get it out. Love the Cosmo ink. So this is the photo black, and this should be the gray. here. This is the gray. These are all the other colors, right? So let's take it out. Ooh, look at that, nice and neat. So this is photo black gray, and this is the black that we need, and these are all the yellow, magenta, cyan. These are all the other color that you need. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go set up the printer, and then we're gonna come back to this. All right, so let's turn on the printer. Printer looks so beautiful, doesn't it? All right, so the button is right here to turn on the printer. All right, so this is the first time I'm turning this printer on. All right, let me get you guys closer. So let's hit up. It's already on English, right? Boom. Now it want me to scan the code, but I'm not gonna set it up using my my phone. I'm gonna set it up here, not on my phone. So I'm not gonna use the app.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no...
Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, so now it's telling you when filling up the ink, make sure not to squeeze the ink bottle, right? Ink makes splash. Well, that's obvious. That makes sense, right? So we're not gonna squeeze the ink bottle, okay? Let's move on. And basically this is telling you to make sure you fill the black ink tank with black ink. Make perfect sense, because the Cosmo ink, you have to make sure you fill it with the correct ink, because this is the top of it. Oh, nice, there's a seal. The top of it of the Cosmo ink, let me show you real quick, it's like a key, but it will fit in any one of them. You understand? So it's not like you're gonna have a problem, because it's basically universal for your machine. So it will fit in any one of them. That's why you have to make sure you look and make sure it's at photo black and put it in the photo black part. All right. So let's go fill up our ink. Oh, another thing before we go fill up the tank, I want to tell you, when you order these four, you need to order the black and the photo black. I'm sorry, you need to order the photo black and the gray separately. They do not come together. You have to get them separately. So if you order like a packet, you got to get the separate gray and photo black. They do not come in the packet. So I pretty much have all the inks lined out here, right? According to how I'm gonna put it. So I have the black. Yes, I squeeze it, but this was crushed by accident. I'll let it come. Right. So I have the black, the photo black, and all the other color grays on the end. So that's the order. It's gonna be filled up inside. So let's start filling up the tank. But in order to fill your tank up, right, you got to get access to the ink, I mean the tank, right? So there's a little groove right here, I guess that's what you call it, right? And you just want to put your finger and pick it up. Boom, it stays up. And now you want to come over here and pick that up, and look, you see all the colors that you got to put. They all got, you know, black, photo black, and so on and so on. All right, so let's start with our black, right? I forgot there's a you know what, let me remove all these. I'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna start with the black. So all you have to do, that's it, and you could hear it. Okay, so you just leave it there until it's filled, and at the bottom At the bottom right here, look, you could see it filling up with the ink, and you could hear it going because it's drinking, you know, it's thirsty. And when it reaches the top, wherever it's supposed to stop, it's just gonna automatically stop. All right, let it drink. Look, you can see it filling up right there. Watch this. It stopped. Now, just for safety, I just take a napkin just in case. I mean, it's not, there's no leakage, there's nothing, you know, but you just have a napkin just in case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast forward through the rest, and then we'll talk again. And now the final one I'm gonna put is the gray. The gray is the final one I'm gonna put. Let me give you a quick tip. When you're pulling it out, make sure you don't pull from here. Make sure you go to the bottom and then take it out by holding it on the bottom. Don't hold it here and try to get it out. It might squeeze it. I did it before. It might squeeze the ink all over. Okay, let's go ahead and close this bad boy. Okay, and let's continue. Okay, so right here it said make sure you fill the black ink like we said before we did this, right? So now we'll go to the process. It's just making sure that you fill all the ink to the correct tank. So it's just walking you through the process. Now it said press for 5 seconds. And it said make sure that all the color inks are filled up to the upper line on the ink tank, which we do have it it filled up. Okay, so it said to to select start button for the ink charging. So let's press that. Okay, so the process, it said don't turn off the power. Common sense. It tells you. So it's going to take about several minutes, so we'll be right back when it's finished what it's doing. Okay, so whatever it was doing, it completely finished. But remember, so now the ink tank is a little bit lower now because of the setup, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it off with whatever ink left over and bring it back up as far as it could go. But now it said to adjustment, and now it said align the printer to get the best print quality. So it said adjust, recommend. So we're gonna go ahead, hit that, right? So now we want to do a nozzle check, right? So we're gonna go ahead and add our paper and do it. But first, let me fill this back up. All right, so let's do that. perform that print head nozzle check. I filled it up as far as I could get it. That's all the remainder of the ink. All right, so we're gonna do that that print head nozzle check. So we got to load the paper, right? So all you got to do is pull this out, then bam, right? Whoops. I see I still got, there we go. Not all the way, we don't want it all the way out. Open this, just like this much. I got to get the tape off, you know, I didn't get all the tape off. And you just want a good amount of paper, right, that will fit right here. Then you just close it back. All right, so now the only thing we got to do now, we're gonna press for it to, it's, you know, it picked up that I load the paper in it. And what we want is just your regular size. It should say 8.5 by 11 plain paper, right? That's all we want. I don't want to, so that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, that's all we want. So what we're gonna do now is just close, right? We close it and then just hit print, and it's gonna say, it tells you that, you know, load letter A4 size paper to the nozzle check. We did that, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. Look at that, automatically open. And now we just wait for it to do the check. What's so cool about this? You can see a light on the bottom. Look at that. That is so cool, isn't it? Okay, so I have on the photo black line, I have a little breakage. Everything else came up perfect. So that little breakage, let's hit it again. Right? So we're gonna do print head require maintaining. So we're gonna let's do that because it needed, right? Clean and start. Because there is a little part missing. I mean, I don't know if that's like a big deal, but you know, there's a little breakage there. I don't know if you guys could see it, but everything else is perfect. All right, so it's doing the head cleaning and it's gonna take about 3 minutes. So I'll be back when it's finished. All right, I think it's printing right now. So let's wait. So nice. Look at that light. You could do printing in the dark. Okay, here it comes. So this is the first one, okay? The second one is coming out. And I still have the same, after doing the maintain and clean, I still got the same little breakage. But I don't know if that would be a problem. Hopefully it's not a problem. Well, I'm not gonna do another print head clean. So we're gonna go ahead and test this bad boy out. Alright, so let's set up the Wi-Fi. So I'll go to Wi-Fi on the top. I'm gonna do recommend. I'm gonna select start setup. I'm gonna do Wiz. Look for my Wi-Fi. It's searching. Remember, it has to be on the same Wi-Fi that your computer is on in order for it to work. Found it. So now I'm gonna enter my password and I'll be right back. Okay, so the setup is complete. Participate in future design by whatever. It just disappeared. And no, I'm not gonna do any update. Yes, I'm closing out of that. And this is what is this? This is to approve you agree to allow to collect usage. No, don't collect anything from me. And that's it. That's the way we set up. Now we're gonna hop online and we're gonna download the software to this printer. Let's go.